Your intuition was right. Their own decision is hurting them right now. There was a moment, quiet, subtle, when you felt it. Nothing dramatic happened. No loud argument. No clear ending. Just a shift. A pause in their energy. A distance in their presence. A feeling in your chest that whispered, something isn't right. You tried to ignore it. You told yourself you were overthinking. You gave them the benefit of the doubt. You waited for clarity to come from the outside. But the truth was already inside you. Your intuition knew before your mind was ready to accept it. And now, time has done what explanations never could. Your intuition was right. And the decision they made is hurting them right now. Subscribe now to Psych Secrets and be part of a journey where every video inspires you to see life with a new perspective. 1. Intuition is recognition, not fear. What you felt was not anxiety. It wasn't insecurity. It wasn't imagination. It was recognition. Intuition doesn't come with panic. It comes with calm certainty. It's the moment you realize they are not fully present anymore. Their words don't match their energy. Their effort feels inconsistent. Something feels unresolved, unfinished. You didn't feel this because you were weak. You felt it because you were emotionally aware. Your intuition picked up what they were avoiding. 2. They knew the decision wasn't fully right. This part matters. They didn't make their choice with full confidence. They made it while silencing their own doubts. They told themselves things like, "This is the practical choice. This is safer. This makes more sense right now. I can live with this." But living with something is very different from being at peace with it. Deep down, they felt resistance. They just didn't want to face it. 3. Why they chose what they chose. People rarely choose against love because they don't feel it. They choose against love because fear feels louder than truth. Comfort feels easier than growth. Familiar pain feels safer than unfamiliar happiness. They chose what felt manageable, not what felt meaningful. And at first, that choice gave them relief. But relief is temporary. Truth always comes back. 4. The silence you feel is not absence, it's conflict. Right now, they may appear quiet, not reaching out, not explaining, not saying what they truly feel. But silence does not mean peace. Silence often means internal conflict. They are replaying moments, remembering conversations, revisiting feelings they thought would fade. And they are realizing something uncomfortable. Walking away didn't free them. It exposed them. 5. Regret doesn't always look like sadness. Regret is not always tears. Sometimes regret looks like feeling emotionally numb, losing excitement for things they once enjoyed, becoming easily irritated, feeling restless for no clear reason, random thoughts of you appearing out of nowhere. They may not connect it consciously, but their body remembers you. Their nervous system remembers how safe they felt with you. And that absence is loud in quiet moments. 6. They thought distance would kill the feeling. They believed that stepping away would make it easier. That if they created distance, the attachment would fade. The emotions would weaken. The connection would dissolve. But distance doesn't erase genuine bonds. Distance only removes distraction. And now, without distraction, they are left alone with what they tried to escape. 7. You were not too much. You were too real. Let this land. You were not overwhelming. You were not demanding. You were not asking for too much. You were asking for truth, presence, and emotional honesty. And for someone avoiding their own depth, that feels heavy. Not because you were wrong, but because you reflected what they weren't ready to face. 8. The weight of their choice is showing up slowly. This is how it unfolds. At first, they feel free, then neutral, then confused, then unsettled. They start questioning. Why don't I feel happier? Why does this feel empty? Why do I still think about them? And that's when it hits. Not all at once, but gradually. The realization that they gave up something real for something that only looked easier. 9. Pride is the wall between you and the truth. Even now, they may not reach out. Not because they don't feel it, but because pride is protecting their ego. Admitting regret would mean admitting they were afraid, admitting they made a mistake, admitting they hurt someone who cared. So instead, they sit with it quietly, convincing themselves they made the right choice, while feeling the consequences of the wrong one. 10. Meanwhile, you are becoming clearer. While they struggle internally, something different is happening to you. You are trusting yourself more, understanding patterns more clearly, seeing what you deserve more honestly. You are no longer confused. You may still feel pain, but it's a clean pain, not the kind that comes from uncertainty, the kind that comes from growth. 11. This is the power of walking away without force. You didn't chase. You didn't beg. You didn't demand explanations. You listened. You stepped back when something felt off. That's why your intuition feels stronger now, because you honored it. And when you honor your intuition, life rearranges itself to confirm it. 12. They are learning through loss. Some people only learn when something meaningful is gone, not because they're bad, but because comfort kept them asleep. You were a mirror. You showed them what connection could feel like. And now that mirror is gone, they see themselves more clearly, and they don't like everything they see. 13. You were not meant to stay where you were questioned. Love should not feel like guessing. Connection should not feel like uncertainty. Affection should not feel inconsistent. You didn't walk away because you stopped caring. You walked away because you cared enough to not abandon yourself. And that decision is saving you from deeper pain. 14. Their pain is not your responsibility. This is important. You are not responsible for the discomfort they feel now. They chose. You respected that choice, and you chose yourself. Their pain is simply the echo of their own decision. Nothing more, nothing less. 15. You are being prepared for something aligned. Sometimes people leave not to punish us, but to make space. Space for a healthier connection, a deeper love, someone emotionally available. And sometimes, the lesson is not about who comes next. It's about how deeply you now trust yourself. 16. You don't need closure from them. Closure already happened. It happened the moment you realized, I wasn't imagining it. It happened the moment peace slowly replaced confusion. It happened the moment you stopped questioning your worth. That is real closure. 17. If they ever realize it fully, if one day they truly understand what they lost, it will be because you didn't stay where you weren't fully chosen. Your absence will teach what your presence couldn't. And whether they return or not, that lesson will remain with them. 18. One final truth to sit with. You were intuitive. You were aware. You were honest. They avoided. They hesitated. They chose comfort over truth. Right now, that difference matters, because you are healing forward, and they are learning backward. And that is why, even if it doesn't look like it on the surface, your intuition was right, and their own decision is hurting them right now. Subscribe now to Psych Secrets and be part of a journey where every video inspires you to see life with a new perspective.